Okay, guys, before I get to rambling on too much, I just want to say this video is about what is your apocalypse knife. Boom. This is mine. My apocalypse knife is also my daily carry knife. I also realize it's a bit excessive, but I love this thing. Before we get really into that, let's give some respects onto why this well, why this video is even being made. So shout out immediately to Dan Ochoco Bushcraft, and rest in peace to his good friend Mark SAGEBRUSH, the awesome maker of the SAGEBRUSH custom knives. You will be missed. I never got one. Hence why you should get an apocalypse knife now and not later. Don't wait. This is not a light subject by any means. Seriously, don't wait. Go and get go and get your preps now. Not just your preps, but also your skills. And I'm getting a little too ahead of myself. But yes, start now, everybody. Start yesterday, if you can. If you can, start yesterday. Teach me how, because I wish I could. So yes, sadly, Mark SAGEBRUSH is no longer with us. And I hate that I don't really know him too much beyond just a couple of videos. He will be missed, and I'm not trying to make light of him passing or anything like that. It's a very serious situation. And like I said, this is the reason why you should prep. This is a whole nother reason why you should prep. You never know if the things you are getting will be in stock for reasons like this, unfortunately. It's very sad, but it's the truth. And myself included, like I can't have one of his knives. You know what I'm saying? That makes me very sad, because I want to get many of these, and I've been looking for somebody to work on them for me. I don't have that option where I am. I was gonna do it myself and have to learn that whole craft myself, rather than rely on somebody with years of experience and stuff like that. And that's the thing. Hopefully he has somebody to pass the trade on to with, not saying just as much experience. Like the next heir, the son always wants to do something different than the father, right? But anyway, things don't last forever. This is why we want two of everything. Sadly, we can't do two of ourselves. There's no clone jutsu out here. If you know it, please teach me. I'll be good. I promise. I'll only use my clones to mostly just count coins and probably get a second job for me. Anyway, and the ending wrapping tangent of this is going to be for JPS Currency Hub, who's another shout out to just make the wrap up of this video just a little bit of a lighter subject, because there's nothing good about anybody passing away. There's nothing good about prepping and all that kind of stuff in the long run. We do it so we don't have to do it, but I mean, like, when something like everything that's going on, because I don't know anything. I don't turn into the news and all that stuff for that reason. When something like all the stuff that's going on out there like happens, which is currently happening now, there's one of my favorite quotes. Whatever you are doing, whatever you would be doing during the depression or turmoil or any sort of history making moment, that's exactly what you're doing right now. So if you're not making history and actively striving right now, then you wouldn't be doing anything creative, crazy, chaotic, and during any sort of collapse, because, the collapse is coming and going for like a whole bunch of people and all that, whatever, and everybody lives different situations and all that other kind of stuff. So yeah, it's been one of my favorites. I don't really remember the full extent of that quote, but if I can get it, I'll probably like try to mount it. Now, whenever I change up all this, to include like, like a huge backdrop or something, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I love my backdrop now, but anyway, I literally bought all this stuff just for collected all this stuff for the backdrop. There's some stuff I didn't buy, but anyway, so yes, my apocalypse knife is my handy dandy trusted BK7. As you can see, it's very, it's been used a lot. As you can also see, it's been used a lot without customization. I have probably used my BK7 the most without ever having it customized. Um, the biggest customization thing that has ever been done to it is like I brought it to work a couple of times, and I had the maintenance guys just hone the edge for me a little bit, because once they did it once, it kind of needs to be done the same way again. I think, I don't know, because I don't really know too much about sharpening things yet. It's not so much that it's not something that I really care about. This thing is plenty sharp enough. It's plenty heavy enough. It does for when it gets dull, it does the job that I need it to do because of the way it's designed. I mean, like when you're talking about like as far as like something that's heavy, this is my axe. This is the way too many things that I've done with this thing that you probably shouldn't do with a knife, and it survived with just this on it. I barely even scraped the coating off of it with what I've done to it. I mostly use this thing at the end of when I'm felling trees, and I'm digging underground with it, and I'm cutting roots. I'm swinging it through the dirt, like through the ground. I'm cutting through the ground to getting to the root structure of trees with this thing most of the time. And that's why like I carry it with me so much, is because I needed it for that job. And when it came to like uprooting trees, like this thing right here like really did it for me. I could just really just whoosh, like it's just so perfect, go into the ground and just cut the roots with just one swell chop. This thing is one awesome axe, knife, spear, whatever you want to do with it. I have the string on it because I was trying to like throw it and whatever. It didn't work out so well. I'm not a thrower, as you'll probably find out in another channel. When I talk about spears and weapons and stuff like that, I'll do it a little bit in this channel. It's not going to be the main focus. Weapons aren't the main focus of preps. It's just something to keep you balanced. Okay. And I don't refer to weapons as weapons. I refer to weapons as tools. So just so that clarification is out there. Whenever anybody asks me if I'm armed, I tell them that yes, I am armed, and then I also tell them that I also clarify these as tools. So from here on out, like I will refer to this as my tool, and you will understand what that means. This is a tool to me. I utilize this thing. I utilize this tool, and it helps me out. Even just the back of this right here, with just the way that I just fop it into the dirt. Oop, I bumped the table again. Fop it into the dirt to get the roots. It's just perfect for that. Like the weight of this thing, and it's just perfect. The width of this thing, I can go into the ground very deep and cut roots with it. I don't know if I'll do something like that on this channel. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, like, you'll, if I don't know, if you find me in other areas of the internet, which I exist on, you'll probably see some of that, because I definitely plan on showcasing that a lot. But this is my apocalypse knife, okay? And I love this thing. I use it for everything. I cut trees down with this thing, okay? I mean, like, you know, like trees bigger than my arm. You know, trees the size of my arm go down in like 2 hits with this. This is amazing. Okay. So yeah, I probably will do some shorts of it if you guys want to see stuff like that, but I don't know if that fits into the algorithm of what I currently am sliding myself into. I don't know if YouTube is going to pick this up or not, but I mean, like, I got 100 views on my first, I'm getting ahead of myself. I almost got 100 views on my first video. Currently I have not, but I almost got 100 views on my first video. Did that pop out of there? Oh, I bumped it. Sorry. JBS Currency Hub. JPS Currency Hub. Sorry, bud. Um, but yeah, yeah. I don't know where they're gonna fit me in the algorithm, but the response has been great. You guys have been amazing. You guys clearly like the videos. You guys clearly like the backdrop. I hope. You know, I don't know. You guys have responded pretty well. I've been just mostly just trying to get into the community and make myself known amongst people that are around. Well, you guys are way above me. JPS Currency Hub, you have way more subs than I do, and so do you, Dan Ochoco. Which I really love your name, because Ocho is 8, and that's my favorite number. So Dan Ochoco, I really love you, man. That's probably like where I should lead into why I'm making this video. This guy right here, before winter started, went out into the woods and practiced bushcraft, like, for everybody. All right. And he, like, made some just stuff out there for just people that hunt recreationally. He risked his biscuit. Yeah, that's my favorite, right? He risked his biscuit to YouTube, guys. To YouTube it for us, okay? He went out there into the actual elements. And I mean, like, this guy was like out in the snow, and I had to like go out there, and I was like, oh my God, please. You haven't posted the video in like a month. Please tell me you're please tell me you're okay. You know, and he said he's okay, thank goodness. Just spending time with family. Thank the stars. But yeah, Dan Ochoco, what a man. What a man, Dan. You know, you're really making Mark proud out there, looking out for you, looking down from above, from over all of us, hopefully. God bless you. God bless your family, SAGEBRUSH. But Dan Ochoco, thank you for going out there and making some very awesome, informative content. This is why I don't feel the need to go outside to show off my knife, because I mean, he's already doing it, man. I mean, like, the video that he made, that this is a response to, like, it's already awesome. It's already funny. It's already all the things. Like, this video is crap. Like, his video is amazing. Go and watch. Go and watch his video. Ochoco Bushcraft. Let's see if we can push that right there. I guess. Because you won't probably find it by Dan. I don't know. He doesn't have that many subs, guys. I don't think he has like even 10,000. But this guy is amazing. I absolutely love him. What a real man. All right, what a real authentic person to do something. You know, just in the thought of like other people. You know, like, he made these latest series of videos surviving out in the winter for the hunter that gets stranded out there, gets lost out there, And these are people like I myself want to go up north and hunt elk. Okay, I am not from the north. That's what we're gonna get into these videos. I'm prepping to hunt out in the north. And one of my preps is that I suggest for you guys. And I might be getting ahead of myself a little bit because I know I said one of them, but I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna get them all in a row, and I'm gonna go through those. But yeah, he's going out there and teaching noobs. He's the tutorial. He's the okay. Yeah, I see you level 5 because you just started the game. Well, why don't you come out here to Noob Fields and I'm gonna show you the ropes. This guy shows you the ropes, okay? But he shows you the ropes like while you're sitting on your keister in the warm. He's like, you know, he's freezing his biscuit out there. You know, like he's not comfortable. Like he's pulling together like what was it, pine straw to sit on in like, you know, one of the first videos and stuff like that. And it wasn't even like that cold. Well, it wasn't even snowing yet, but I mean like it's definitely like way colder up there than it is down here. Dude, it's like 70 degrees down here, man. Like, y'all look at the news up there because I'm trying to keep a track of the whole first world because I love the first world, baby. But dude, yeah, it's like snowing. I'm like, whoa, you know, like, God bless you, Buffalo. God bless you out there. That's the reason, like, why people like Dan Ochoco are important. God bless you, Buffalo. But anyway, yeah. So that's why I'm making this video. And that's why I also decided to include just a couple of like other preps that might spark your mind on other things that you should prep. And no, it's not the Coca-Cola, and no, it's not the pennies, which you know, I don't know. Don't do that, guys. Don't do it. It's not the Greek lexicon. You can still see in there. I'm not gonna get into it. It's not any of this stuff. But anyway, so yes, besides my apocalypse knife, because like I said, the apocalypse knife is a tool. This is a tool to me. Mostly because like I'm a small townie. There are people that are urban that might not need. Well, they'd freak out about something like this. But there are people that are urban, and there are people that are rural who are like, you call that a knife? But anyway, so like I said, I'm a small townie. This is what gets me by. This is what I do. They're the people like in isolation. You know, they have the shish kebabs. And there are people like in urban environments who have things that are way more discreet. This is very discreet for me. I can hide this anywhere. But anyway, don't go on that. This is a huge knife. Don't get this knife and think that it's gonna be your end-all purpose knife. The purpose of my apocalypse knife video is to just tell you to get an apocalypse knife that suits your apocalypse environment. Okay, so for Ochoco Bushcraft, who's in isolation, like his knives are custom made and all that awesome stuff, which I wish I could have. Oh my God, Mark, I missed out on a great thing. You were such a great person. Anyway, so I missed out, but yes, so you know, I'm not gonna be in his environment all the time. He made those videos for, you know, noobs like me and other people that are going to be in like complete isolation every once in a while, and they're not going to be in isolation for their apocalypse environment by any means. Maybe. I mean, there are probably a few people that probably will that are small townies like me that want to further isolate themselves. But to me, small towns are kind of like the perfect environment. They're not really like really looked at. I mean, my population is like 30,000 guys. So I mean, that's what I mean by like small towns. Rural, I would consider like, like the people in our county are like the like 600 and like less, like the people that are like 100 or whatever, in their little town or whatever, and they barely have a mayor or something. Um, like no police force or anything like that. But like I think we barely scrub it as like what's a town? I don't know. Like fully functional school district, all that, whatever, with a county seat, stuff like that. But yeah, like the county seat is like 30,000. Like that's what I don't know. Whatever, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. But anyway, I'm not ahead of myself, just rambling too much. But yes. So I consider that to be kind of like ideal because I've never really experienced too much shortages. Price hikes, yes. Everything stays like somewhat high here because it's not isolated, but they definitely know that they can get away with it. you know? So everything is like, I've always kind of like paid a premium for goods. But whatever. But big towns they're not that far from me. Like cities aren't that far from me. They're like 2 hours away. So, that's not bad. If I ever want to get like stuff for cheap, I can just go there, just get like a whole bunch of stuff and just come back and just spend like a day doing that. But with like, very, very little problem. So that's why like, to me, small towns are pretty good. The big towns are going to be hit. And as long as I'm not in the nuclear radius of that, which I'm not for all of that, but, I'm close, but, I'm not that close, somewhat, it's just whatever. I'm not going to get into nuclear war, but, I don't want that in my algorithm. But anyway, so these are tools for me. These aren't something that I'm gonna have to hunt with. These are something that I might just have to use a lot. Okay? I have access to hunting. We have plenty of forest. There's lots to hunt. But I mean, like, as far as me having to go out and hunt the dinosaurs with just my knife and loincloth, it's a little less likely for me. It's even less likely for urban areas who will keep up a faux pas society. I can just feel that, and I'm just like, guys, like the world has ended, and they're just like, but you need to put on whatever, like I'm just like, like half the buildings are like broken down, but we still need to society. I don't know, like, right? So urban areas are just whatever. Like you're definitely not gonna need weapons. But like I said, these aren't weapons. These are tools, which is why, boom. Like I said, I prep tools. So my apocalypse gear is like pretty much just, like it's a toolkit. This is in it. This is in my tool belt. Okay? I need this to work. All right? And for my line of work, I use this every day. Not only that, but people that were just like, why do you have that at the beginning of day when I showed up were like, hey, let me borrow Fang. Let me borrow this. Please, hey man, let me please borrow the knife. Please give me this. Let me borrow it. And I have to like ask to get it back because it is so useful in that line of work. It's a tool, okay? The most useful tool I've ever owned. Not these specifically because I get different pairs of these. I stack these. Don't stack these, guys. I stack these. I love these. For the main reason why, people pass away. But I stack these. I love these things. Don't get these. Don't buy these. I have to correct myself every time. But anyway, I love Love Nipix pliers. But anyway, so while I was at work at a different job, best advice I've ever had: get a pair of channel locks. They'll be like one of the last tools you ever need. Like, they'll be the last tool you ever need, is pretty much what he said. I always say they'll be like one of the last, because I continually pass this down onto anybody that I pass on homage and knowledge to. There's still grease in there. That's cool. And I mean, like, this pair is still like 2 years old and there's still grease in there. But dude, like, he was not kidding. I've used pliers, well, I mean, channel locks for everything, man. Like, even like when I forgot my screwdriver or whatever, this is not included. Because you can use these, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, oh, this screwdriver, clear all tool. No. You can use these. It sucks a lot, but you can use these. So, whatever. You got minimum toolage. This is my minimum toolage, all right? And I mean, like, for every single job, whether they wanted to me or not, mostly they hated the idea for me bringing this or whatever. And it's just why I said it's discreet for me. I can keep it hidden. But anyway, I'm not getting into that. But anyway, so like every single job I've done, these tools have not only been like a great service to me, but they've been a great service to everybody around me who like have seen me utilize these and seen why I've used these, and they've been like, oh, that is extremely useful. He's not carrying that around to terrify people. That's a really good use case. Let me borrow that. How much is that? Let me get one. And, and then I tell them, hey, you don't have to get like this specific one. Just get a thing that fits that fits you, you know what I'm saying? Like these weren't my first pair. These small ones are my daily carry because they are so small and light. All of them are small and light, but these are so small and light. Oh my god, they're so small. Oh my god. Oh my god, they're so good. Anyway, and I mean, this is my daily carry because it's just so useful. I've used it for everything, dude. It's so weighted. I've used it for, like I said, an axe. I've used it for hammering. I've used it too much that I should use a knife for. But, and I'm an anime nerd, so I've used it for stupid crap. Not that kind of stupid crap, not anything illegal, guys. But, yeah. Get something that fits you. Like, I am a bigger person. Can I say that? I'm a big person, so I need something that actually like fits my giant hand. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, to me, this is standard. Like, this is not a giant knife. Like, yes, it's 7 inches long or whatever. Just the blade, and sure, it's like over a foot, like whatever. But it's not a machete, guys. Like, don't call this a machete. Don't. He's got a machete! Is what they yell at me in public. It's not a machete. Calm down. It's in a sheath. I'm not wailing this around. I'm just here to buy water and go to the bank. I can't go shopping anywhere. Anyway, you never know. People can drop from the ceiling and you could be the one guy that can just save everybody. You could just be the one guy. You don't know. You don't know. Anything can happen. But whatever. I'm not wheeling this around, but just in case, you know what I'm saying? Like, the FBI could be like, hey, I know you always carry a BK7. Yes, yeah, I have it. Here you go, Mr. FBI. Utilize it to save the world. I don't know. But, carrying it around is just like, man, if something happens, like, I think I can help. And that's where I come from with this. All right. It's a tool. Okay. I think I can help. All right. Like, most importantly, like, if somebody's like, on a bridge dangling, like, I know for sure I can cut their seatbelt off and save them blow out of the car. I can cut the car door open if I need to. I've utilized these tools to help people get into their cars before if they lock themselves out. Like, come on. Like, it's so many use cases, all right? And they're just like, oh, man, that's really useful. Like, I've just been like, don't freak out. But yes, I can help you get back into your vehicle. And I mean, like, just last week, there was a guy, well, I mean, not a guy, but whatever. I call everybody guys. There was a person that literally bust their window open, like in the work parking lot. They don't know about me. I got them tools, yo. But anyway, like, they bust their window open because they locked themselves out. And like the really weird part was they were like still there like hours after they should have left, because I think they were like, I don't know. I think they were like second shift or whatever. But anyway, they were still there for like hours. There was glass like all over the parking lot. So yeah, I don't know. That's probably why. I don't know. But whatever. Yeah, ridiculous. Carry tools. Like, if I get locked out, I'm getting in my vehicle and I'm not busting a window, and I'm not gonna break my car either. Like, I'm not also gonna break my car doing it. Like, you know, like, I'm just, with this, I can get into my car. Like, there's so many use cases. Like, whatever. All right. So besides tools, because one thing that has been very serious and that is very different, that a lot of people aren't used to, is the weather. So I'm seeing like the one of the new trends on YouTube is weatherman videos. And when I was thinking about new channels to make, that came up as a thought. I love the weather. Do I think I'd make a great weatherman? No, I don't, because, you know, I don't think I'm family wholesome enough for it. But those people out there that are, like, you know, God bless you. You're doing great. Thank you for telling me the weather and stuff like that, and telling me, you know, when, you know, things are, because they're like, oh man, like, it's you know, like 2 weeks out, like, it'll change, tune in next time, or tune in whatever to get you, you know, to watch again for like the next day. I always end up watching again next day. But anyway, like, they get you to tune in again to the watch, but whatever, they tune out like so far. So I mean, like, a forecast, it's like, you know, like 2 weeks, like sometimes, like some of them even go like a month out. I've never even seen these programs or heard of them or whatever, but apparently you can pay for these weather programs, which I plan on paying for and buying a weather program. I definitely want to pay for that. Dang, we've gone on 30 minutes. But anyway, man, we've gone on 30 minutes. I haven't done the second. Well, all right, whatever. We're going to get through these preps. JPS, I won't forget you for a second video, man. I promise. We got to speed this up though. So yeah, anyway, weather. Yeah. Get you some gear for all sorts of different weather phenomenon. And I mean, like, different stuff. And I mean, like, not just the stuff that sells in your area. Stuff that is like, you know, that's not meant for your area. And this right here, you're not going to be able to see a lot of it because, you know, whatever, I'm not going to move the camera around. But so get you something like, you know, that is very, very versatile for heavy weather environments. And this right here is a wool jacket. It's an Army issue, I think 1967, I think. I picked this up at a thrift store for like $14. I love the thrift. I love the, like, Army stores or whatever, Army surplus or whatever. I didn't find an Army surplus. You might be able to find an Army surplus for even cheaper. I have no idea. But $14 for this jacket, and it has never failed me. And I mean, like, dude, it's over like 50 years old, man. Like, and it looks amazing. The stitching on it is great. Like, you know, people come up to me and ask me questions about it all the time. It's really, I mean, like, you know, if you want something stylish, I'm not going to say stylish. It's notorious. It's infamous, if anything, I guess. But something like this, like I said, dude, like, it's like 70 degrees here, like a lot of times, like in January around my birthday, like I get eaten up by mosquitoes sometimes because I like to go outside all the time, and I hate that there are mosquitoes in the wintertime. I'm just like, die. But anyway, it's not always cold, but when it does get cold, I am never cold. All right, so get you something that is unique to all the climate changes that come and go, because I'm not a person that like preaches climate change. I'm a I teach, like, well, I don't teach or preach anything, but whatever. I'm all about being like real, and we're a ball floating out in space, and anything can happen. There's a void out there. We're dangling out there in the middle of nothing. We don't know anything. There's no gravity. There's no nothing. Oh my God! Who knows what's gonna happen? We could turn upside down at any moment. Who knows what upside down is? Who knows what bottom up is? Oh! But anyway, so yeah. Anything can happen, dude. Like, some supernova can explode and we could flip over. Like, we don't even know what flipping over is. We don't know if we are even flipping over. Whatever. There's an orbit that we orbit the sun orbits the Milky Way orbits all kinds of other stuff, and we don't know what orbit, that orbit, whatever. You know, those orbits also have seasons. You know what I'm saying? So just like we have a season around the sun has a season around the whatever has a season around the whatever. We don't know. So, you know, get something. Get something to wear. I'm working on getting a spacesuit. I can't make one. Like, for Pete's sake, guys, we don't have guarantee that there's oxygen on this ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, we do exist in space, man. We're in space right now. But I'm not trying to go off too much. More of that on another video. I'm so serious. I want to go into each individual thing, like, in detail, but we don't have time for that now. I got like just a few more minutes, and then it's probably going to be like a 50-minute video, but I have to include JPS Currency Hub and the amazing content that he's brought to this channel, because thank you for leaving such a long, detailed comment, and something that I can, like, rave and talk about forever. So yes, get you, man, can't wait till I get a gas mask. I'm just trying to see if it's going to be for this channel, because this is small time, okay? Gas masks are still controversial and expensive. You don't necessarily need one, because I'm not saying that you're going to need a gas mask. I don't know anything, but I'm getting one. I'm getting a gas mask. I'm getting several gas masks. And I'm going to test them all out. They're going to be different. But, okay. So, get you a skill. Boom. All right. My latest skill that I'm getting is I'm getting into drones. All right. Drones are awesome. I love these things. These things are really cool. They're really expensive, but to get nice ones, to get whatever into the quality of, you know, doing whatever. But anyway, get into making your hobby. Get into something that you could learn about and that will actually benefit you for the future, because the future is wildly chaotic. Okay, there's a lot of things that are new: drones, solar, well, I mean, like, even like LEDs and lighting and all this other kind of stuff. There's lots of stuff. You can, like, research it all day about, like, what's new, what's coming out, and get into one of those markets and learn about that and make that You're prepping Nietzsche. All right. But yeah. All right, we've talked tools, skill. Oh, man, I don't know. I don't want to ramble too much. And like I said, there's a lot. There's a lot to say and a lot to talk about, and you guys have blown me away with what you guys have presented me with. But yeah, okay. So JPS Currency Hub, his comment: those afraid of goldbacks or any other alternative to the US dollar have been highly conditioned to trust that the fiat dollar has actual value. As you pointed out, the goldback can be stacked, but its main purpose is to be circulated and provide an alternative to the US dollar. This is why more than 300 businesses in Utah alone accept the goldback for purchases. Yes, the goldback, any denomination, will gain value with the increase in gold value. And on the other hand, it can lose value with the decrease in the value of gold. And everyone selling something is making a profit. How else can they stay in business? Keep informing the masses. So thank you so much, JPS Currency Hub. Also, what's cool is, before I get off on this, there's my boy right there. That's my boy right there, abramTaylor right there. I love the goldbacks. Right there, commenting on a JPS, JPS Currency Hub video. So, I'm a boy. I'm a boy. Look at him living life. I'm a boy. All right, so he's the bridge. Okay, great stuff. These are pictures. I don't do online sometimes because you never know when the grid's gonna collapse and you don't have a line. You don't have online, so I make my own online. But anyway, so back to what he was saying. All right. Oh, my bad. Before I get into that again, further shout out to JPS Currency Hub. If you can find him as well. I should have done this for Ochoco Bushcraft. I'm sorry, bud. But yeah, JPS Currency Hub. Money turns the world around. Every country has their own form of currency, and every currency is unique in its own right. Many people collect world currencies. Some collect currencies of countries they have visited. I need to stop reading that from the phone that I'm filming off of, and the phone, I need to read it from the phone that I'm not filming it off of. So sorry if it gets blurry, because it's really hard to read that off of whatever. Anyway, some people collect currencies some people collect the currencies of countries they have visited, while others collect for monetary value or just for fun. Here we will take a look at different currencies from around the world and see the difference, what makes some stand out, and maybe kickstart the hobby of collecting world currencies. Most of the currencies in my collection I have obtained from my travels around the world. Unfortunately, I've lost about just as much as I currently have. Fortunately, I won't need to travel back to those currencies back to my collection. We will look at a couple of different ways to do this. One does not have to travel the world to collect world currencies, which is really cool. So this is his description for his channel. I just thought that'd be really cool to read for you guys, and hopefully inspire you guys to go check it out. Just check out his channel. But anyway, so all right, so let's get back to what he was talking about. Okay. So yes, what he's talking about, like I was saying before in the other video, if you believe that gold can go to $1 million an ounce, one goldback will be $1,000 bill. Like, that's like the main reason why I'm just like, dude, like these things could easily be like a $10 bill or whatever. So the cool thing about goldbacks though is they were pegged to 1/1000 of an ounce of gold. They were. All right. The main reason. All right. The main reason, and I need you guys to listen to this like a lot. All right. So check this out. Nixon said, if you watch all those videos that everybody always like post, Nixon took us off the gold standard and blah, blah, blah. I'm not a Nixon supporter. I don't know Nixon. But anyway, Nixon said, this is based off of the US economy. All right. And, that does suck. That sucks balls that it's not based off of gold anymore. The cool thing is that it's been made into law where each state can mint their own currency only if they back it by gold, which is why goldbacks are legal. And that's why this is a co-currency, guys. This brings the first world so much power. Do you not understand? Okay, so if this is representing the US economy, and this represents each individual state in the US economy, all right? And we buy these and we go on these right here, what do you think that's gonna do to our economy on the global scale? These are gonna explode. These are also gonna explode. Like, what do you think is gonna happen? Like, come on, like the US will essentially be backing itself by gold. If we work together, we can back our country by gold. If we work together, we can back the first world by gold. Okay? We can bring it back and actually make this worth something. All right? Because if each individual state is trading, all the citizens are trading in gold, what does that say about our economy? I'm just going to leave that to what you can think about in your imagination, because what that starts to spark ideas in my imagination, I can't even wrap my head around yet. And it makes me so happy to think about, okay? It makes me extremely happy to think about, okay? Because these are loopholes that were like set in place like years ago, and now like we're like jumping through them, dude. Like this is like insane right now. Like this is legal to do. We got states trading in gold money. All right. So if you're trading in gold money in your state, then what does that say about your economy? You definitely have faith in it. All right. Like who's trading gold? I don't know. These 4 states? These entire 4 states are trading gold right now. What? The US has 4 states trading gold? Yeah, they're just trading in gold. That's nuts. Yeah, it's nuts. It's awesome. All right? See, yeah, get you some Americana. Let's go, baby. That's what I love. All right? About to swear again. But anyway, I'm sorry. I don't mean to get excited and drop F-bombs all day. But yes, go to JPS Currency Hub. Don't get you some. I just realized what I just said. I'm sorry. Don't get you any. It's a scam. Go to goldback.com to find out more, okay? All right. Goldback specifically states that they are not an alternative. Like they're here to be that, like, they don't state specifically in words co-currency, okay? But they are not a dollar. They are not a dollar replacement. All right? This is a gold note, all right? Debatably, this isn't a dollar, because you see what it says on it? It says Federal Reserve Note, okay? All right? So, I mean, like, $1, sure, but it's a note, all right? This is a promissory from the US government, okay? This is a promissory from Goldback, Wyoming, and whatever third party company they use to help atomize these, I guess. Uh, that's what this is. All right? It's a note. This is another note. All right? You know, learn what actual money is. Um and whatever. I'm not going to pretend to be condescending and say like I know it. I know what money is. All right. It's been over 50 minutes. Hopefully I've shown enough. Well, there's no such thing as enough love. We'll show some more love on the next one. You're right. There's no such thing as enough. So, God bless you all.